Here's a common React interview question. When should you use a reducer instead of just using state? If your state is simple and independent, like a single name or age field, then useState is perfect. It's quick, straightforward, and does the job. But once state starts to grow more complex, or when multiple updates depend on past state in different ways, useReducer often becomes the better tool. Interview insight. Most developers stick with useState by default. But knowing when useReducer provides clear architectural advantages can really set you apart in a technical discussion. Here's the key difference. With multiple related state values, you often end up juggling several useState hooks, one for loading, one for data, one for error. Each comes with its own setter, and that can lead to scattered logic and multiple re-renders. Now compare that with a reducer. You centralize all state changes into one function. Instead of calling different setters, you dispatch an action, like fetch start, fetch success, or fetch error. The reducer then decides how the state should change. This has three big benefits. First, it centralizes your logic into a single source of truth. Second, it makes your code easier to test and reason about, because every update follows a predictable action-based flow. And third, React can batch related updates together, which improves performance by reducing unnecessary re-renders. So, when would you actually use this? Imagine an API request. You need to manage loading, data, and error, and they always change together. With useReducer, you simply dispatch a fetch start action, then later dispatch a success or error action. That gives you a clean, predictable flow that's easy to maintain. The rule of thumb is simple. useState is best for isolated, simple values, like a toggle or a form input. But when you're dealing with multiple fields that change together, or complex transitions, useReducer gives you cleaner logic, easier testing, and simpler refactors. The big takeaway: useState is simple and direct. useReducer is powerful and structured. Knowing when to use each one is the kind of insight interviewers love to see. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Turn on notifications